go. Work. Alright, so, got another video for you, and this time it's going to be, well, me in the T28 Proto. Quite frankly, Wargaming, I think we got to have a talk about this fucking tank. I want to like it. I can't. It's almost tragic what is going on with it. This is supposed to be like a partial heavy tank, but it's like everyone who looks at it can pen it from just about any angle. Matter of fact, I even considered removing the stars. Whoops. Moving the 2 stars on from the turret, so they don't have anything, no visual cue that says "shoot me here." So you should be able to kind of hold down and whatnot, but this thing seems like, despite all the armor and everything, it wants to go ahead and sit in the back with the fucking scorpion over there. Let's throw this shit over. Alright. Because the armor, this thick frontal armor right here is pretty good. There we go. Zoom out a bit. Okay, the only armor you have is right here on the gun mantlet. And you got all this real estate here that is 100% pennable. Plus the 2 cupolas they added when they put the roof on. So, like I said, it's supposed to be like somewhere between a heavy tank and a bit of flexibility as a tank destroyer, but this is just a tragedy. I want to like it. I can't. It's just pretty well shit. I can't hold down because everything will just blast right through the fucking turret. If they can't get through the little flat bits here because that's the thickest, they can definitely get through the little sides here even when I stare right at them. So, but here we are. We're on, I think I want to say it's Cliff. Yep. Okay, so, I mean, the general plan is I obviously loaded into this match and I had a few ideas. So, I was going to do my typical thing and just kind of go up to the center here and try to work it. But at the same time, I had a different thought in that this thing is stupid amounts of slow. And it will take a good long time to get there to begin with. So, I mean, I did have other thought that I might want to go down the 1-2, hold the 1-2 line because, you know, I'm at least decently armored to be able to help hold it, poke out, and hide. But I originally decided against it, was just going to keep with what I know. But I kind of got looking, and it's like, my team really didn't invest anything to hold the 1-2 line and keep them honest. So, I got about halfway to where I wanted to be and decided, you know what, 1-2 line's where we're doing this time. We're doing things different. Okay, I want to get over here about as fast as I can, despite its stupid-ass slowness, to try and support the STA2. I assumed the STA2 was going to try and come up here and work the little ridge line, but right now he's just hanging down below trying to spot things and get shot for his efforts. Because clown car's going to clown car. So, I mean, pretty much my entire team has invested either in the center or is going to more than likely be trying to go around. So, we need to try to hold this area here and just keep them from being able to push. Alright, there's a nice bush over here and a bit of a rock. And the low is already in the way. But I'm going to go to the bush position and try and keep an eye out. Alright. And we're going to just keep a look here. And we're lit. We gotta move. The tank destroyers like to infest this friggin' line. So I'm just going to try and get out of the low's way best I can. And boom, you see that? We got the links diving in on the STA2. If we do not get in there, the STA2 is guaranteed dead by links in the TVP. And any other mystery tanks. So it looks like me and the low had the same idea to go jump on this guy. And sure as can be, we go ahead. Now, the problem is we got this slow turret, so I want to kind of turn this way and angle it, but I also need to swing the turret to point to him to give him the best armor profile I can. So, I kind of wiggled it to get the turret back online, but I ended up giving this guy a shot. But better he gets a shot than the VK there, because VK hurts like hell. But since we did decide to jump all over the links as soon as he came around, we're going to more or less be stuck here. So I'm going to go do what the STA2 should have been doing earlier, and I'm going to start messing around with this TVP. Start trying to get what shots I can, and so of course we hit his gun mantling bounce. Because, you know, that's how it works with the unarmored tanks. The armored ones, they miss all the gun mantlings and hit your fucking weak spots, no problem. Unarmored, you hit the only spot with the armor, okay? And we should have strike. You know, that tree falling down kind of indicated it was right there, but like I said, we're just going to mess around with this guy for a bit. I really want to kind of keep it moving, and boom. Right through the turret, facing right at him, through the side. This is pretty much a crappy fucking tank, and I'm just thankful. This here is, thankfully, my last game I'm hopefully ever going to play in this piece of shit. It's so bad they went and gave me the second mark despite being incredibly bad at it. Okay, now, I don't think that TVP is really going to keep poking, plus if we keep it in this kind of hold down fight, yeah, he's got shots on my weak spots for days. So, now I'm going to start backing up, and I want to go around the side of the hill, over here, and start getting shots, because they're really starting to press into the middle. So, let's go get over there, and I'm kind of clicking, trying to let the STA2 know more or less the general idea. You know, we got, what is that, we got the Tiger 2, we got the Patriot, and Carnarvon starting to press us out of the middle. So I'm going to come over here on their sides and start looking for shots. Oh look, Patriot, I think I'll have me some of that. Take his track off, good. Now he's tracked, and now he's not happy. And he's just now realizing how deep in the shit he is. It's a decent, this can be a decent tank, but it mostly involves everyone ignoring you. And it takes a while to get anywhere, so we're going over here looking for shots. Oh look, stock Tiger 2. I think I'll have, you know, his side. Thank you very much. Set a small little barbecue just because I can. And I'll have your lower plate too. Thank you. And like I said, this was just keeping them from being able to push over. It's going to relieve the pressure from the 53 TP. So that's all we're doing. But we also got to be careful because that TVP may start trying to come around on us, knowing that we are starting to be a little distracted. And we're just going to try and keep working this area and keep looking for shots. Okay, they're not feeling as uppity of coming around that corner, except for, you know, the brave and the dumb. So, squeaked it into the Patriot just in time, snapped it, and we eat a shot from the Carnarvon. Now we're taking shots from the UDIS, who hasn't figured out the turret is complete crap. Maybe you try to go for the machine gun port, because, you know, this thing didn't have enough weak spots. Like, you know, an entire turret. Okay, but, I mean, if we stay in a hold-down fight with a Carnarvon, we're going to eventually lose that fight. So, let's just back out best we can, kind of, I press in against the hill to try and cover up against the UDIS, getting side shots on me, so just make it harder for him, but I need to turn around and use the forward gears. But, as expected, the team kind of went around the hill, and they're starting coming in, and because we were here, we were able to really stall whatever momentum they were generating here in the very center itself. So we're just going to go around the hill, and we're going to try to get a shot on the TVP. And gone. Okay, next idea. Now, we're only looking down to 3 tanks, so 1 is Artie. So Artie will either be somewhere camping over here, or we'll be camping over here, somewhere in the bushes. But let's focus on the guys in front. The VK still hasn't moved far, and we got a Scorpion that's been chilling back here. And since we got this handy thing known as the turret, we're just going to kind of come up over, and we're going to try to get into his tracks. And if I had to guess, I say we went ahead and tracked him. I believe so. Yep, he was tracked. Try and keep him stuck. So the rest of our team, He's kind of hold down, but again, kind of like me, he's got crap, but you know, poor gunnery on his part. And my team hammers him home because I'm getting all the spotting on the Scorpion. Okay, it will honestly take too long to. It will take too long to come down, and I might even kill myself to jump off the cliff. So VK is someone else's problem. So, knowing the typical arty spots, there's basically two areas they could be. Either somewhere in this bush, or just around this corner is another kind of bush. Or maybe, is that house even? Just around the corner, there's like another bush or something right there where arty can also hide. Now, because I don't have any shots on the one over here, I'm going to go for these ones over here and see if my shot doesn't suddenly disappear. I'm like, okay, we'll try this one. And we saw an impact go through. But then, Artie decided to go ahead and shoot us. So it gives me something to aim to. It's like, okay, yeah, he's definitely in the bushes. Fire, missed. Try again. So I'm normally not too good with the blind shots because I'm like always aiming somewhere where it's not. See that? There was no impact on the back. We hit him. Now I'm just going to move around a bit just to make sure, you know, if he does get reloaded, I'm not going to be in the exact same spot. Okay, try and keep my bearing and wait for reload. This guy's not even lit yet. Drop him. Drop him like a bad habit. And there we have it. This is the ace tanker for the T28 prototype. This is a shit-tastic tank. And Wargaming, what I'd like to see this start to get the Ferdinand treatment. This is supposed to be more on the front lines working as a heavy. Okay, what I mean, the Ferdinand treatment, Ferdinand used to have, you know, similar hit points. We only have like 1,100 hit points here, which is fairly standard for most tank destroyers who, you know, try to bushwank. But this is more of your assault gun tank destroyer. It's decent armored and it needs to be up in the front lines. So go ahead and do to it similar to like the front end. Let's give it about 1,400 hit points. Okay, Ferdinand gets 1,500. We'll give this thing like 1,400 because it actually has a turret, so that is an advantage in of itself. And if we can, let's up armor this turret front, so everyone and their mother doesn't just friggin' look at it and pen it from the front. Okay, kind of, I would like to see at least some of the armor get out to a little bit more on the edge here, so it's not easy to pin. Because these are basically what is screwing this entire tank up, this entire side, because this counts as the side armor, and this little flat area is the only part known as the front. Let's go ahead and buff some of the sides here, so it's not as easy to get into. And other than that, I think it could be enjoyable with some buffs, but as is, this is a piece of shit tank. I'd never really want to play it again. And that's all I got for you. So, later.